And Carolyn, he did get that right. I actually had a boss for an entire year call me Katerina. So annoying. I am from Wyoming. I came down here from Casper, Wyoming. I know, oh my God, it is kind of weird, all the buildings and stores, and it's like, what do I want to do tomorrow? Go to the museum or a mall? I haven't quite figured it out yet. I am 51 years old. I'm a disabled vet. I was in the United States Navy. Do we have any military? Thank you for your service. The last time I was in Denver was for Denver MEPS. And anybody who's gone through Denver MEPS knows you don't get to see Denver at all. All I got was like this OBGYN who did my pap smear, who I think was blind. Because I could feel his breath. And that was my introduction into the Navy. Should have been a sign. I actually had a height waiver to join, because believe it or not, I'm only 4'10" and 3/4 inches. And that 3/4 is very important, because it gives the DMV the opportunity to round up or round down without me lying. And that didn't make a difference before, it didn't even matter. Because being a midget used to be 4'8". You know, back when Pluto was a planet. And then they fucked with Pluto and made it a dwarf planet. And then they made midget 4'10". I don't think you should be allowed to raise the height of being a midget. That's all I had in my youth was, well, at least I'm not a fucking midget. So now with all the other trauma I have to deal with, I have to deal with the fact that I just married a midget fucker. I actually did like boot camp. I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot about myself. Like, well, I already pointed out I'm 4'10", so I'm like boob height. Showers, we all shower at the same time. That's 86 girls in the shower at once. That's 172 titties for trying to do the math. I can't look up. That's waterboarding. No, it's really the acronyms. I love acronyms. Like CYA, cover your ass. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. But the one that gets me in trouble in the civilian world, cunt. Can't understand normal thinking. It's a non-binary term. I have met more male cunts in my life than I have females. After the Navy, I became a mom, because that's kind of what you do. I was a very involved mom. I wasn't like a helicopter or like a butt plug mom. Speaking of butt plugs, have you guys seen these ones that light up? I think they would be amazing for night walking and night jogging. Everybody would, it doesn't have to be sexual. I'm not going to yuck your yum though. No, I did the den leader thing and PTO, and I was a den leader for 3 years until one of the moms found out I used to be an exotic dancer. And then all of a sudden I was immoral and shouldn't be near little boys. I was like, I was a stripper, not a priest. Calm the fuck down. That girl, that cunt, actually did get busted stealing from our pack. She stole enough money that she became a felon. And all I could think was, well, if I would have left with any money, at least I would have earned mine. And now I find myself living in Wyoming, helping to take care of my dad. And I'm also very menopausal. And there's a lot they don't warn us women about, so I'm up here to give you a couple of little quick PSAs. It's okay that you're watching weird documentaries. Go down that rabbit hole. How else would I know about ladyboys? Not to be confused with trans. Completely different thing. They're like in the Philippines and the PI and Dubai, and some countries are very sacred, and if they knock on your car window, you have to give them money or you're cursed. And then because of that, I was talking to my dad, who's like, why do you watch this weird shit? And I was like, well, Dad, I was watching this thing about ladyboys in the Philippines, and you were stationed there, right? That's where I was made. I was made in the Philippines. So I was like, so Mom said you cheated a lot in the bars. He's like, I did. I'm like, so do you know if they were all, yes, they were all women. I swear they were. And I'm like, that does protest too much. But then I also got sent on this little spiral into sex bots. Please tell me somebody here knows about these Japanese sex bots. Okay, I get to educate you. They now have Japanese sex bots. They've been in development for decades. But the ones now, you can pick their hair color, you can pick their eye color, you can pick their skin tone, you can pick everything about them, including their personality. But my question is, how original is it if you only get to pick one personality? And then my brain started doing this dark, weird thing it does where it has intrusive thoughts, and then I started thinking about domestic violence because they mentioned how secure these bots are. They're made out of steel titanium. And then I learned that you can actually program them to like verbally resist you, but they can't physically resist you. I think there's an untapped market here. I think we should program some of them to be like, no, you're right, I'll be better. No, you're right, I shouldn't have talked to that cashier, I was flirting. And whenever they damage it, they can just send it back in and make more money. That's my time. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Give it up for Ricky.